Imagine two people walk into the same room. Neither of them says very much. Neither tries to impress anyone. Neither demands attention. Yet somehow, by the end of the evening, one of them has everyone's respect. The other is barely remembered. Why? Most people think respect comes from power, money, confidence, or being the loudest voice in the room. But real respect usually grows from something much quieter, something far less obvious. And once you notice it, you'll begin seeing it everywhere. Meet James. James has recently joined a new company. He's smart, hardworking, always willing to help. Whenever someone asks for a favor, he immediately says yes. He stays late, takes on extra work, avoids disagreements, laughs even when he doesn't find something funny. He wants everyone to like him. Months pass. People appreciate James, but they don't truly respect him. They interrupt him during meetings, give him the work nobody else wants, assume he'll always say yes. Without realizing it, James has taught people how to treat him. Imagine standing on a rocky coastline during a violent storm. The waves crash against the cliffs. The wind howls. Ships struggle to find their way. In the middle of it all, a lighthouse stands perfectly still. It doesn't chase the ships. It doesn't flash brighter because someone ignores it. It doesn't move to make everyone happy. It simply remains exactly where it was built. Because of that, everyone trusts it. Respect often works the same way. For thousands of years, humans naturally looked for people who appeared calm during uncertainty, someone who stayed composed, someone whose behavior was predictable, someone who wasn't constantly changing to fit everyone else's expectations. Stability signaled reliability, and reliability created trust. Your brain still notices those signals today, long before anyone speaks. Being liked feels good. Being respected feels different. People often like those who make life easier, but they respect people who have clear values. Someone who politely says, "I can't do that," often earns more respect than someone who always says yes. Because boundaries communicate something important. This person knows who they are. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to ask more and more from one particular person? Not because they're cruel, but because humans naturally explore limits. If every request receives the same answer, of course, the limit becomes invisible. People continue pushing, not always intentionally, but because nothing tells them to stop. Boundaries aren't walls, they're signposts. They teach people where respect begins. Imagine a young tree in the wind. Every gust bends it in a different direction. Now imagine a 100-year-old oak. The wind still blows, but the trunk barely moves. People are naturally drawn to emotional steadiness, not stubbornness, steadiness. Someone who changes every opinion to fit the room becomes difficult to trust. Someone who calmly holds their values becomes predictable, and predictability builds respect. Think about the most respected person you've met. Were they constantly trying to prove themselves? Probably not. They didn't need to announce their value. Their actions did it for them. Quiet confidence doesn't demand attention. It quietly earns it. Like the lighthouse. It doesn't chase approval. It gives people something steady to trust. Many people spend years trying to become more impressive, smarter, funnier, more successful, more popular. But respect rarely grows because you're trying to impress people. It grows because people believe your behavior will stay consistent, even when it's uncomfortable. Anyone can act confidently when life is easy. Respect is built when your values survive difficult moments. The next time you wonder why someone commands respect, don't ask, what are they doing? Ask, what are they not doing? They're not chasing approval. They're not changing themselves for every audience. They're not abandoning their principles because the room disagrees. They simply know who they are, and they allow other people to decide whether they like that. Ironically, that's often exactly why people respect them. A lighthouse doesn't stop storms. It doesn't control the sea. It doesn't force ships to follow it. Its only job is to remain steady. Your life works the same way. You can't control how people behave. You can't force respect. But you can become someone whose actions remain consistent, whose values stay clear, and whose character doesn't change depending on who's watching. Because respect isn't something you demand. It's something people quietly decide to give when they believe you've already earned it. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to How to Stick. Every week we uncover the hidden psychology behind the people around you, the choices they make, and the invisible forces that shape human behavior. One simple story at a time.